What was the name? Carl? What did I call him? Bart?
I have 9 hit points.
Oh yeah, I forgot you'd like giving him a quick name.
I think I have 9 hit points. I don't know, that's what I have it set at, so I'm gonna leave it.
Eris, how's your microphone?
Oh, how do I sound?
I'm good.
Sounds good to me.
Much better.
Okay, no longer waterlogged.
Oh dear, it was waterlogged?
It's cold and raining here, so I had an hour walk the other day and it soaked my headphones.
Oh no! Oh no!
An hour walk in this weather? Why? Why would you do that?
I had to get home from class, and I forgot my umbrella.
You can just like call an Uber or something.
I'm being frugal, like a responsible person.
Walking in the rain for an hour.
Walking is good for you.
Now when you get hypothermia.
Gotta get those strong legs, then I can run away from the cold.
Hypothermia is the myth.
I'm going to repeat the description of the room since it's been a couple of weeks. As you guys enter, you see a large metal table surrounded by some odd-looking chairs. To the west, there appears to be a transparent wall that looks out over a strange desert valley. 4 pillars support the 15-foot-high ceiling, and there's dozens of crude images of a pickaxe made of a skull and bones that have been painted onto the walls with some sort of ivory pigment, along with several phrases in an unrecognizable language. Also in this room is a creature that appears to have very brown, sallow skin and 4 arms, similar to the skeletons that you fought before, but fleshed out. He is actually standing on the table in front of the vista.
And is he looking at us, or...?
Yeah, he turns as you enter. And he kind of says something to you in this strange, almost bug-like language.
Ro tilts her head and then points at the window at the vista. passive inquiring if he wants out there.
Does anyone understand this language?
He pulls out his javelin and he's shaking it in a fist.
That does not seem like a positive response.
Ro holds up her hands, palms facing him, and takes a step back, dipping her head a little bit.
Do you speak common, by chance?
Go ahead, roll an insight check. He's just staring at you.
Okay, well, either he doesn't or he's rude.
I think it is time to roll initiative. You guys already nice. Behind it.
Doesn't seem like we did. Do you want a perception too, or do that later?
No, we'll go without this one.
I didn't click my token first. I don't know how I get it over there.
That's okay. I'll.
.16.
It's now key in disguise.
I was about to say that.
Alright. Eris, you're up first.
Is it still just standing there shaking a spear at us?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and roll an insight check?
I cannot read bug.
Yeah, you can't. He doesn't seem to be saying anything else. But he
Okay.
does look angry. Or maybe not angry, just aggressive.
She's gonna look at him standing on the table and look down at her swords. And she's gonna start putting them away so she can get her crossbow out.
Okay. Alright, any movement?
No, she'll stay where she is.
Okay. How about you, bro?
I think... Okay, that's a bonus action. Okay. She's gonna look at Zag first and say, is there any requirement or need for this creature to remain standing, sir?
I didn't understand. He wasn't speaking Gothic, was he?
No.
Okay. I think we should just squash this bug.
Alright. So she will... I guess draw her mace and she'll stride toward him.
So you head towards them. You have to climb up a bit onto the table. I don't know if you hit a chair on the way up, but come face to face with him.
Yeah. And then, if my sheet will work for me.
So you strike out at him, and you kind of like glance off of what appears to be like almost like chitin on his shoulders. Doesn't seem to be.
Alright. And she looks back at the others and says, he appears well armored. And then she's going to use a Shield of Faith on herself.
Okay, that's a bonus action, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Zag.
Even though Rogue can't hear, Zach calls out, "I'm coming!" And then he's gonna move. Right. Oh, sorry. Before he moved. Oh, I guess he doesn't need to do that because he gets sneak attack. Because she's right there. Never mind.
So, yeah, I see what you're saying. What's your movement?
Oh, 25.
Okay, so do me a favor, just roll an acrobatics check to jump up on there without any sort of difficult training.
Oof.
Okay. So you're still within range. It's not a graceful climbing up onto the table.
I like lay on it and then roll over the side and stand up.
Gnomes.
This is why you have a crossbow.
I have a dagger. Alright, so, and a short sword. I don't have a crossbow yet. I'm gonna have to get one. Alright, I'm gonna attack him with my short sword. Like that. Fail.
So yeah, you slide it right under whatever the thing Bro had hit. Out comes kind of like gray substance. It's not blood. It's not green bug juice. It's just this kind of grayish looking stuff. Very easy.
Do I have any movement left?
I'd say you do not.
Okay. Trying to wreck it. Use dodge as a bonus action, can I? With my cunning action.
You can dash, disengage, or hide.
Alright, then that will be my turn. I'll just stand there.
Okay. Alright. So first he's going to chuck his javelin towards you, Eris. You seem preoccupied. And then he's going to try to claw at Bro. So, alright. So he chucks a javelin at you with 15 hits.
Yes.
Cucumbers.
For 7 damage. Okay. And then he's going to claw at you, roll 19.
I think with Shield of Faith that does not hit.
Okay.
Or maybe it... Shield of Faith adds a +2. So actually it would just hit.
So yeah, he claws out at you. You think for a moment your magical shield's gonna hold, but for some reason the claw does penetrate it for 4 damage. And then he kind of makes this kind of chittery, almost excited sound. Exactly what it was in that sound. Then I'm moving you up, so next time I go first before him.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, he doesn't move. Then, it's your turn.
Okay. Sin will kind of peek around the corner and point his finger at it, kind of mumbling to himself. Hope it's not resistant as other things were. 16 hit.
16 does hit, yes. And
Well done, son.
yeah.
Thanks.
The fire skitters on him, and it seems like it does do less damage.
Did you just do something?
These creatures seem to have some resistance to powerful arcane magics.
Zag flips his trusty sword up in the air, catches it a couple times.
That ends my turn, by the way.
Okay. Eris.
Alright, I am going to shoot him with my crossbow.
Okay.
You can do it.
No, I can't.
Alright. Okay. Any movement or bonus action?
Hold on. She'll move so that she's behind Ro and Zag.
Okay. Alright, bro. Transfer over the music.
Okay.
Ooh. That's
Was there music or something? I don't hear anything.
make sure your volume's up on your tab.
Is that a separate setting?
If you see, look at the cog on the upper right hand side. There'll be a master music volume slider.
Yeah, you hear just kind of like a little cracking sound. Natural.
Okay. And let me see. She's gonna move where she's flanking him. I guess she should have probably done that before.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to. He's like up against the screen, so you're not actually able to get flanking unless Zag moves on the next one.
Ah, okay. Okay. So can she not move into this spot here?
Oh yeah, she can move,
Okay.
but it wouldn't get flanking. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
All right, Zag.
Okay, sorry. How tall is this table?
It's a standard table, about 2.5 feet tall.
Okay.
metal, as you guys plunk around on it. Metal. Ooh, almost
All right.
autopsy. Okay.
Does 15 hit?
15. It does hit with flanking.
All right.
Alright.
Is it still up?
It is still.
Okay. Let me use my bonus action to disengage, move here, and then squat down and walk under the table, since I'm only like 3.5 feet tall. Just bend over a little bit.
So currently you are under the table.
Yep, right here.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Sen?
Okay. Sin will, now that his semi-meat shield has left, he will be closer to this corner. He'll peek around. He'll fire another firebolt. Then he will peek back away. That ends his turn.
Alright. So the thing takes some of the gray stuff that's kind of like oozing from its wounds, and it starts like slathering it on top of itself.
Sin makes a face.
And that actually ends his turn. Eris, you're up.
Okay, I will attempt to shoot him again.
Okay. Oh, that hits. Alright. So, as actually, roll any dice. Even means you hit a gray spot. Odd means you hit something that isn't covered with this.
Nobody's down there anymore.
Okay, so you hit a spot that is not covered. So you kill him.
Oh, yay.
Good. I feel like that could have been bad.
He falls into this. Essentially, body is on top of it.
Zag is gonna come back up on top of the table and inspect some of that gray goo.
Alright.
Sin peeks around the corner and makes sure it's dead. And then he comes into the room.
Ro is also inspecting the creature overall and checking its armor and
So
whatnot.
roll an investigation for Ro, and Zag, go ahead and roll a nature.
Can Sin investigate what the crossbones and like pickaxe designs are created with?
So yes. Go ahead, do a religion check.
Wait,
Oh, man.
religion is intelligence?
We're dying in the next round for sure. All those good, like, investigation, nature, religion checks.
I would have thought religion would be a wisdom check.
2. Okay, I'd have to look that up. Okay, so first of all, Ro searches the body and does find another one of those brown pass cards. I guess you are looking at this gray goop stuff. It seems to, now that he's dead, seems to kind of like dry and become almost like a dust or a powder on him. And then as, I don't know if you touched it or not, but as you watch it, it just seems to like slowly fade away.
I would touch it with my dagger. Like, messing with it.
Yeah, no, touching it with your dagger, it just kind of like runs through it. It doesn't seem to like eat up your dagger or do anything odd.
Ro would reach out and touch it.
This does seems like it might have been more potent when the creature was alive and it was wet or moist.
Is the creature
yeah.
drying out pretty quickly?
Yeah, it looks like he's drying out, and as he's drying out, it looks like his wounds are kind of like healing over.
Does he look like he's coming back to life?
There doesn't seem to be any life in him.
Zag gonna stab him with the dagger and see if it's gooey.
It is not. So, Sen looks at these diagrams. He's not quite sure where he's seen them before. He believes that maybe Connor Bain might have had some sort of book. And this might be some sort of a god that is not usually followed in Tor.
Okay. Yes, and we'll relay that to the group.
Is there anything in the room that's interesting?
You can roll an investigation check.
I wonder perhaps this is some sort of god to an underground culture? Surely not the ones that we gave the rope to.
I mean, we can ask Seth on our way back out. If Seth was female, right? If she knows anything about it?
Yeah, Seth is female.
If she bleeds gray.
Well, I
Seth
don't.
did not have forearm.
Yeah. I'd also rather not ask her to bleed or anything. That may not end well.
Zag, as you are looking around, you find wedged underneath one of the chairs a black card, very similar to the brown.
You said a black card?
A black
card. Real quick, what color was this doorway down here? What color was its reader?
It was brown.
Okay. Does this door right here have a reader? This eastern door?
Yes, it is brown.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this is probably the observation room. That first room was the control room. I wonder what this would be.
Was there a door down here that we couldn't get into? I thought there was.
We couldn't get into? No, we just didn't try to open it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll check this door for traps.
So, yeah, offhand you do not see.
Were we done in that room, or?
I mean, there's nothing else much more to see. The glass just looks out on the desert that we were already looking at. And we have a more comprehensive map back in the control room, so.
Okay.
While everyone's looking around, Eris is gonna chop this thing's head off and put it in the cast iron pot she picked up the previous day.
Okay.
That is disgusting.
Is there a smell?
No, it doesn't. Maybe dust and sand.
Aside from the head, could you fit any more body parts in the cast iron pot?
Yeah, if you cut off the arms, you could probably shove them in.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yes, she'll definitely do that.
Eris, disgusting. I am glad that's not like a bloody, stinky mess.
Do you know how much money this is probably worth?
Oh, that's a good point. It just wasn't very interesting, so, bugs aren't really cool. So I didn't think it was worth anything.
Ro tilts her head and looks at Eris in her pot and says, "You are hoping to sell this creature's body parts for money,
Yes.
much like a animal out of the wild."
Do animals in the wild sell body parts?
Looks at Sen. "No, but we do."
We sell body parts?
"We do not."
I don't sell body parts.
I don't see how this is much different than the gremlin body that you took the other day.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was
Yeah, you guys are a little weird, all of you.
Sen's the only normal person here.
Wow.
Rose shrugs and says, "I brought the gremlin back for scientific purposes."
Yes, and whoever I sell this to will probably like to buy it for scientific purposes.
Ro nods.
She has a good point, Ro.
Besides, if we bring that, maybe Seth could tell us what it is?
That would, I would think, be a logical assumption.
Shall we continue on?
Yeah, how's that door looking?
I will use my brown card.
Okay.
See if it works.
The brown card does work on this brown panel. And it opens up into a very long, narrow corridor that seems to curve.
Do I see the door to the north? Can I see that?
I would say so.
Okay, I'll just check because
Yeah.
if I didn't, that's not a point of interest. So, there's a door up here. Let's go over here, guys. Can I check this door for traps?
Yes.
Has Zag made the connection between the different colored cards and the card readers?
I don't know.
I
I
mean,
feel like he would have at this point.
I guess I'll just try the brown card, and if that doesn't work, I'll try the black one,
All right.
and then I'll make the connection.
Okay. You try the brown card. It does not work. And you notice that this card panel appears to be black.
Then I'll try the black card.
Okay. And it slides over. So, give me a moment here. Realized I have not transferred one of the map. But I will describe kind of what you see. You see a very plain corridor that is about 10 feet wide and 5 feet long, and it opens up onto find it. Okay. What appears to be a raised area that steps downward. You can see a large metal desk with blinking lights and strange glowing panels that sits atop this raised area. Sorry, I've got this reversed here. it goes upward. I'll show you in a minute. On the east side of the room, and a near circular table. There's also a couple of couches covered with this black material that sit to the south of a pair of black metal pillars, and you also notice that there's splatters of dried blood staining the floor and the walls near the doors to the north, while here and there's patches of this rust red mold and fungus that cling to the southern wall. The room itself is brightly lit with glowing panels on the ceiling.
This room appears to be a health hazard to me.
Zag will stealth. And he'll check for any kind of traps before he goes any further in the room. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Instant death.
I know I only have 9 hit points left, so.
Oh, speaking of that, I'm gonna make some berries.
You're gonna make some berries.
I'm gonna eat some.
Oh. You're not gonna share?
I can give you 2.
I'm just kidding. Keep them. I'll be fine. It's only 4 hit points till I'm total, till I'm full, so.
Oh man.
Zag will enter slowly.
And I'm trying to remember time-wise where you are.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Like, how far into this are we? Are we going to be able to get back out with our water-breathing potion thing, or spell?
Let's see. It obviously took you less time to get through the first part of the thing, but you did have to cross that large area with a couple of fights, and I would say you guys are probably somewhere around the at least the 2.5, possibly 3 hour mark.
How long does water breathing last? Is it 8 hours? 4 hours?
Divided, I think it is.
I thought he had 2 different levels he could cast it at or something too.
Yeah, one was like all day and one was half day, maybe?
For some reason I'm thinking 6 hours.
So it does 24 hours. Let's see. 10 glowing creatures. Oh, but no, he had a special thing, so it was not 24 hours. It was divided. I apologize, there's some sort of special thing. Okay, let's see. In a group of 4 PCs, this lets Durham extend it to 6 hours of water breathing each.
You're right, the 6 hours.
So we're about halfway through it.
Do we have a rough idea of how long it would take us to backtrack?
Can you roll an intelligence check?
Sure, straight intelligence.
Alright. You think you could probably go in a little bit further, but probably not a lot. Especially if there might be any other things you might need to fight along the way. You did not kill off everything in that. Sirens going on over here. You did not kill off everything in that desert.
That's right.
Okay. Does it seem like it'd be a good idea to go back now, or?
If we're wanting to talk to Seth, or whatever her name is.
STF. Yeah.
Yeah, we might. So we don't know how
Or
long
you
that'll
guys
take.
use a resource. I have to admit, I don't remember.
I have no spell slots left for magic missile.
I have one spell slot left.
Yep, I've got one spell slot left for Cure Wounds.
I can attack until I die.
I'm doing fine on health. What about you guys?
I'm at, after eating, I am at 12,
Out of
20.
Oh, okay.
I'm down about a quarter right now. I only got 9.
I have 7 hit points of 17.
Okay. Do you want to explore this last room and then we'll just head back? Or should we just head back right now? Because it sounds like we could do for a rest.
I'm good with exploring this last room.
Okay. I think. Sorry. Don't be worried. I'm just kidding. Can you guys see where you are?
Yes.
Yes, now I can.
Big red spot.
Yeah, that's a little ominous.
Oh, look at the blood on the walls.
Can we... Excuse me, can we tell how old the blood is?
Go ahead, do a medicine check. It's not wet.
It's still not wet.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's been there within the last week or two. Looks human.
Okay.
The north door. Sorry, it's not very well done. Let me ping where the doors actually are. So there's a north door. There is a door leading out this way, and then there's a door. See very well, but it's over here.
Are these things on the south wall windows?
So along the south wall appears to be not windows, but like a screen, like large screens that are currently not lit. The desks here all kind of blink in what appears to be random patterns, and when you look at some of these screens, you will see pictures that kind of flash briefly of what appear to be creatures, some sort of text that you don't recognize, and just plants and environment.
Okay. Well, it seems obvious that we should probably take the north door, right? Since that's the first sign of humans coming through here that we've seen.
Why don't you open that door, Sen?
I'm not one for opening doors, unfortunately.
Come on, Sin. Love is an open door.
I'm sorry. I feel like I ask you this every session. How long ago was it since Connor Bane went missing? It's been a week.
No, not quite a week. If I remember well, the start of the campaign was about 3 days, so now it's been about 4 days.
Okay, so it's not his blood. It's probably the companions of the purple-haired lady, if anything.
Or maybe whoever was in with that orc. And the other dead bodies we found down here.
Well, those were way back before we came through the middle doors, right?
Yeah, that's true. I figured maybe they just left him behind.
It could be.
Can I investigate the desk?
Yeah.
Check for anything.
Yeah, can you just glance around the room for any more colored cards?
Yeah. So as you investigate the desk, I don't know, are you pushing buttons, or are you just kind of looking to see if there's notes?
You know, if the button looks very interesting, then I'm gonna press it. Like if it's saying press me, or maybe you get treasure if you press me kind of button, or like cool gadgets buttons, I'll press those.
Okay. Because on Star Trek, if you hit a button, you get treasure.
Well, you never know.
Okay. So
Maybe they beam something in here.
Okay, so let me first clarify a couple of things. One is the blood looks, I should have said this more clearly, somewhere less than the 1 to 2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, it's less than 1 to 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I meant. Not that it's been 1 to 2 weeks. It could be 2 weeks, but it could be less than 2 weeks. And then the other thing is, Zag, while you're looking around, you do press a couple buttons. You get flashes of different lights that come on. Different pictures seem to come on more frequently. A couple more of those four-armed creatures also show up with some writing underneath them.
Nothing that I can read.
What languages do you read again?
I did do the Gothic. And just Gnomish and Thieves' Cant.
Yeah. So, no, nothing that looks familiar at all.
Alright, well, if I didn't find anything, then I'll come back over here and join the party. And then I will check this door for traps.
Okay. Let's see. I mentioned the dried blood stains, and then rust, red mold, and fungus up on the wall. So I'm going to say over. Draw.
Is there like a... Oh, sorry.
Red patch is the kind of like what looks to be like mold stuff. And this wall has a black panel on it.
Do we want to open that door, or do we want to go back to town?
I thought you wanted to go through this door, Sen.
I mean, we can come back here later once we're rested and more prepared. But the things in the desert particularly gave us quite a bit of trouble. Do any of you know anything about that moss on the wall down here?
I can give it a poke.
Can I
Not
do
an
a
actual
check?
poke.
Yes, nature check.
Oh, there we go.
All right. Looking at this, actually, also do a history check. Okay. Zag.
Good.
So, looking at this moss kind of mold thing, you think it actually looks very similar to some that was suspiciously, but though you didn't think about it at the time, on some of on a body or two you saw on the way in.
I think this mold was on some bodies that we saw on the way in.
Is there anyone in town who would, I guess, I don't know, is there like an herbalist in town who may be able to identify any properties of it?
Are you asking me? Sorry.
Yes.
Probably Justine and her tempting tonics might have an idea. Because she's got an apothecary shop.
Well, since Sen's only interested in magic, Zag will scrape a little off and put it in, I don't know. I don't think he has any. I mean, are there any glass, anything, anywhere that I can put it in? So I don't have to, like, carry it on my person.
Ro has a sensor. In an
Let's
alms
put it-
box.
Oh yeah, that would work. I mean, I guess I have a deck of cards. I could take the cards out and put it in the box. I don't know why I have a deck of cards. Oh, that's right. I picked it up when we were at that tavern. I'll just do that. How about that? Oh, I have a tinder box. I'll just put it in the tinder box. That's easy. Take my tinder out. Put my tinder in my pocket.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not terribly interested in this stuff either. It's not very gadgety.
Might just help give some indication of what it is or why it's growing on corpses. I mean, wait, was it growing on the body, or is it just like they had some on them?
What you saw had some on. I mean, you didn't investigate anything that closely. Even the orc, not the orc, right now, you didn't investigate the body that closely, but you did see some there. Didn't think much of it then, but seeing it now, you
And there's like nothing on the wall behind the moss, is there? From like where Zach scraped it off?
no, nothing you can tell.
Okay, well. Unless you guys want to keep going, I would say at this point we can backtrack, talk to Seth, and then go back to town.
Let's do it.
Sounds good.
Does anyone want some berries before we head back?
I think one of you three need it more than I.
Zag sticks his nose in the air and says, I don't need any berries.
Wow. Okay.
Are you sure? They taste really good.
Are they good berries?
They're the best berries.
I'll try one of your berries.
Okay, she sticks her hand in her bag and starts muttering to herself and kind of rummages around. And then she comes up with a handful of berries.
Ro looks very interested.
How many would you like?
Zag's only going to eat one berry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also going to have you guys roll stealth as well as survival.
You guys are not very sneaky.
No point re-rolling when everyone else rolled low too.
Trying to see whether or not all the averages actually end out being okay or not.
Actually, you know what? I will re-roll my stuff using a night surge.
Okay.
That's better.
Okay. So no, do I have a survival from you?
No. My bad.
Right. Okay. Actually, let me just have to check the balances here. Okay. So it takes you practically your entire time to get back up to the surface. You do not run into anything in the sand. You manage to backtrack pretty safely. And it is, I'd say, about mid-afternoon when you come back. I have to go to something. I'll pick up my daughter. So give me a moment. But in the meantime, if you guys head home, you guys do love it.
Yeah.
Woo! We're going to do this slightly out of order. We're going to say you can level and then we'll see what you're doing in town, if anything. Okay?
Sounds good.
I'll be
Okay.
right.
Oh, this is exciting.
Yeah, it's leveling mid-game, but okay, I'll be back. So from him looking out often and his eyes going completely to you as you surface, that he might have been waiting to see you. He waves as you guys come up to shore. And says, I thought you'd be running out of air soon.
Do we recognize this individual?
So go ahead, roll a history check. So, yes, you do recognize him. He is someone who is, you've seen around. He usually does not come to the foundry. He usually goes to Silverdish Hall, but he is known to be a traveling merchant and tinkerer. So I would say offhand Zag has had a little bit of interactions with him as well. Though he doesn't tend to go into Zag and Rose's store very often. I would also say that Eris knows of him more by, I won't completely say reputation, but a bit of that where she knows that occasionally he's gone after the same sort of things that she's gone after. But he's not like some people that she's worked for or against, where he, as far as Eris knows, where he's done some backhand dealings in order to get ahead. And occasionally, when he is in Torch for a longer period of time, he will set up a stall at the market square.
Okay. Is he looking towards Zag and Eris then, as we come out?
Yeah, he's looking at pretty much everyone as everyone's coming out. Says, hello. Oh, hey, I brought some towels. Do you need any coming out of that water?
No need. Sam claps his hand twice. And prestidigitation, everybody clean.
Yeah, that's pretty handy. I could see where that would be handy.
He's very handy.
Amongst other things. Can we help you?
Oh, well, I heard you were exploring some underwater places, but I didn't get many details. But there's rumors that you're finding things that are strange and interesting, and I'm always into strange and interesting.
No, we haven't found anything strange or interesting.
Oh, that's too bad. Boy, I would like to see some, or even buy something. Well, will you keep me in mind? I'm renting over the Evercandle.
Well, Eris might have found something strange that she'd be willing to sell.
Oh? Hi, Eris.
Hi.
Something that you're willing to sell?
Yeah. Depends on what you think you're looking for.
Well, as you know, I do have a soft spot for all these strange, almost magical creations that do unknown things.
Well, this isn't exactly magical.
No.
But it's unknown.
Oh, what is it?
How about I come by your stall later?
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, maybe you'd want to buy something. And don't forget, I've been working with strange things, those odd devices for a while. So if you ever have any sort of thing you don't understand, feel free to bring it by me. You don't have to sell it to me. I'd just like to lay eyes on it if at all possible.
Alright.
He also says, plus, some of these things have words that aren't in our language, but I think I've deciphered some of those words, so I can help there too.
Ro, who has been keeping her head down and been very quiet up to this point, actually looks up and then glances at Zag.
Do I notice this?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to think where I'm standing, or
She might
either way, he's probably just gonna shrug.
Yeah. She might actually.
Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. I'm confusing my characters here. My other one, he doesn't care about anything. This one. Oh, you understand some of that writing? You think you could teach me?
I am also curious to how you managed to decipher them. What did you use as a code?
Well, I don't spend all my time in Torch. I travel quite a bit, and there are places where these words have been deciphered and learned, bits and pieces, and so I've been picking stuff up.
Well, if I find anything, I will share it with you, but you have to teach me what you know.
All right. It will take a while.
Well, whenever I have time, I would love to learn.
Okay. And just out of character, I'll say it's the standard proficiencies for learning a new language, and essentially 240 hours, 240 gold.
Jesus.
Okay.
And one of those can be halved by doubling the other, if that makes sense.
Yep. So I could pay 480 gold and do...
Well, you know where to find me. I should be
126.
in Torch for a while, but I might cut it short just a bit. Usually I'm here for the season for about 3 or 4 months, but with the Torch out, it seems kind of futile to be here.
Well, hopefully we'll make some
I
progress on
anticipate
that
at least
front.
Another couple of weeks.
Well, I'll get as much learning as I can in the next couple weeks.
I think.
I mean, shoot, it only takes, 10 days if you learn for 24 hours straight, right?
Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. Assuming you find a teacher willing to teach for 24
What
hours
would you
straight.
guys like to do? Anything? In the town before going back in?
I need to eat, certainly. Something else besides goo and berries.
Hey, if you had a berry, you're full.
I didn't have the berry. I
Uh-huh.
had breakfast, unlike the rest of you.
The rest of us are full, though.
That's a good point.
And I am
I
not
will.
hearing anyone, so hold on one second.
I was
Oh.
wondering if she couldn't hear anyone.
excited about this 3rd level shenanigans.
Yeah, I finally got my meta magics. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I don't have that yet with Zarn. Sadly. But it's happening next level.
Trying to decide between empowered or twin, but I'm probably gonna do empowered. Since the only real melee we have is you. There's no point in casting haste on... Oh no, Eris, do you prefer your crossbow or your swords?
My swords, it's just been better to use the crossbow recently.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Can you hear us now?
Yes, I'm here. I see all these green lights. I do not hear anything.
Oh no!
Okay. Alright, so what would you guys like to do in Torch, if anything?
Ro would like to go to a smithy and see if she can find a great sword.
Zag will accompany her. Well, first Zag wants to rest and at least recovers. Well, did we already rest?
So let's say this is still the night. I mean, we'll just say that you guys recovered at least your hit points. It's out of order, but I'm not, unless you're planning any tavern brawling, I'm not too worried about it.
No, but I wanted to use some of my new skills.
Ro will want to go at a time when there's going to be shops open, obviously.
Okay, well then we could say that you guys, this would be the next morning. So is there anything you guys wanted to do during the night or before the night? Before the morning?
Zag is just going to mess around with his stuff. Maybe learn a little bit from that guy. What was his name anyway?
Oh, did I not tell you his name? I'm sorry. It is... I have it here.
I think you did. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Danville Tret. I don't think I did. I think I did.
No, we were just standing there like, who is this guy? We sort of know him.
I will go learn from Mr. Tret for, I don't know, a couple hours. How about that?
Okay.
When we came out, did we talk to Seth about this alien bughead thing? Did she have any information she could offer on it?
Yeah. So Seth tells you that her people did come across not a full bug head, but they did come across some sort of skeleton with 4 arms. Once.
Okay, but she has no idea what they are, or...
She's
Okay.
we have not seen these before. But we did find that we killed it and we left it, and when we came back a day later it was gone.
Gone? As in no remains?
No remain. We didn't really understand what went on.
Sin gives a nervous look to the head in the pot. You might want to keep a lid on that when you sleep.
Oh no, I plan to sell it before then.
Alright, well... Sin will... Is the floor stone or dirt?
It is where you guys are talking to Seth.
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of it's stone underneath, but it's kind of like dirt on top. It's like a layer of dirt.
Okay, then Sin will draw the pickaxe and skull bone symbol that he saw in the dirt and ask her if she knows what this is.
So she looks at it and says, "No, I have not seen."
Okay, in that case, then Sin will spend his evening looking through Connor Bain's books to see if he can find any reference to the bug alien guy or to the symbol he saw on the wall, or those horrific desert creatures. Anything, really. Anything of use.
Okay, go ahead and do an investigation check. And just so you know, while you're investigating, other than Daisy bothering you occasionally, Val gives you a hard time too.
Of course. Naturally.
Yeah, pretty much. What are you looking for? Stop disturbing the special order to these books. that type of thing. Okay. Eventually, you don't find anything regarding creatures or let's see, regarding creatures or anything that kind of follows that, but you find one shape that looks a little bit like the drawings, and it is written by someone. The author of the book is someone talking about religions discovered by the Technic League, is what it seems like, and it's a very thin pamphlet. It seems almost like it's secretive, because the pages are kind of where there's nonsense about the proper color of bronze in big writing, and then small writing, and in pages you kind of have to peel apart. It has different pictures and symbols, and the only thing that this says is it's kind of this one drawing that isn't quite the same, but the overall shape is the same. And I'm just trying to lose it all the time. And it mentions a god's name, like Zyth.
Cyphus. Okay.
And after Zyphus, it does say the poison in the plant.
The poison in the plant?
Yes.
That sounds like a great god. Okay. Alright.
Anyone else for the night? Val does also mention, aren't you going to Silver Disc Hall?
Why?
I thought you had those vouchers.
Vouchers?
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, we did have
Yes.
vouchers, didn't we?
It's gonna be a theme.
Out of character, it was like free, there were like tokens for gambling?
Yes, it's 100 gold with 3 tokens.
What kind of games do they play?
Pretty much the games of chance, we'll say the equivalent to poker and 21, things like that.
Okay, then yeah, sure. Sin, I mean, if Sin, the reading would be the priority, but if he can, Sin will go for a short time just to, play for a little bit, and then he'll go back home.
Okay.
I think Ro would remind Zag of it and ask if he was interested.
Yes, I definitely want to go, but I have to go feed my kid right now because he's getting upset.
Aww.
Okay.
So I'll be right back.
Alright. Eris?
She'll wanna sell her head while it's fresh, so she'll
Before
go.
it comes back to life to eat her.
She's the one that's sitting around her house. She likes this pot. She wants to clean it so she can use it.
For more heads.
Yes.
Okay, so are you taking it to the market?
Yeah, she'll go looking for
Sandville's
Yeah. Just as a courtesy, see what his offer is.
All right. Now, when you went through the water, did you cover it in any way, or?
Does what pack did she get? Does the Dungeoneer's pack come with a blanket?
I don't know, but let's say it has something. Whether it's a tarp or a bedroll or a blanket, it probably has something like that.
Yeah, if she needed to, she could have pulled something off the half-orc.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you bring it to Sandville. You pull off the cover, and inside is there is essentially just it's about a third filled with gray dust.
So no bones?
No bones.
Okay. She'll give it sort of a pissed off look, like I carried you around.
And Sandville's looking in there too, and so that doesn't seem much like a gadget. I guess it looks weird. And he takes like this stick and kind of pokes at the remains. He goes, "If you don't mind," and he kind of.
Yeah, she sort of scratches her jaw, like, it definitely looked different earlier, but something's supposed to happen when you get it wet.
No. So what is it?
Well, it was an alien. Not really sure what it is now.
Okay. Well, yeah, I've seen alien things in my travels. I'm sure you have too. Nothing like this, though.
Well, how about this? We'll take a small bit of dust and pour some water on it, see what happens.
Okay. He says, "Not at my booth, though. Let's move over here." And he finds a spot between two booths. Takes a water skin. He goes, "Do you want it in the pot or set it on the ground?"
Separate.
Okay. So you pour a little bit from the pot onto the ground. He pours a little from his water skin onto it, and you guys kind of watch as it dissolves, but dissolves such that it disappears.
Does it do anything to the ground?
Looking around, no.
Huh.
He's all, these remind me of ashes, when you burn a body or something.
Yeah, well, definitely don't remember setting anything on fire. Then she thinks of Sin.
Sin sneezes somewhere in town.
Yeah, I think I won't unload that dust from you. I don't see the use of it.
Yeah, fair enough.
But don't forget, if you have anything, else that you want to show me, I'm interested.
Yeah. Well, how long are you staying in the town?
At least a week. Now, if the torch goes back on, then it will be my full 3 months. 3 more months.
Alright, well, we'll keep you in mind.
Thanks.
Oh, do you have any, airtight jars? She sort of shakes the pot. She's like, I don't exactly want this loose around my house.
Yeah, no, I don't really sell that sort of stuff. Mine's mostly, you kind of look at what he's got, and it's tools and some of those silver discs and some things other than tools, but they don't look functional. He goes, "Oh, but look at this one," and he shows you this little box that has a flashing red light on it.
She sort of tilts her head at it, like, what's it flashing for?
I don't know, but I found it and it's still flashing. It's been going on for at least 3 months. Pretty cool, huh?
Where'd you find it?
Oh, north of here.
Can she, like, pick it up and sort of look at it and do an engineering check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking at it, it looks, the more Eris looks it over, it looks like the top part might have been from some sort of panel or something, and the rest was makeshift and added on to kind of preserve whatever this flashing light was.
She's like, my last job was with the League. You know how they are with fees.
Oh, yeah, no, I try not to deal with the League at all.
Yeah, couldn't really be helped. And she'll hand it back to him, and she'll be like, maybe I'll come by later if we find something.
Okay. Alright, well, you know where to find me. If I'm not here, I'm at my room in the Evercandle, and then there's also, sometimes I'll go over to Silver Disc Hall. They're having a special, you hear?
Oh, what's special?
Well, Garmin was handing out free passes for his tables.
Oh, yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah. I hope to get lucky.
Well, wait, you going tonight?
Yeah, probably. I'll be shutting down this booth in a little bit, and I'll probably head over.
Oh, well, maybe we can go together. I don't much like playing myself, but I don't mind watching people.
Oh, yeah. Just so you know, I have a sweetheart back home.
She sort of eyes him and she's like, you're not exactly my type.
Alright, just putting my cards on the table, just letting you know. Yeah, so he closes up his shop. He seems to put everything in this big trunk that locks up and is supported by the stall. You notice he does take the flashing red light and tuck it into a pocket.
Alright, before they head over, I guess she'll try and get a jar for her ashes.
Yeah, so you would know that the general store is kind of on the way, so this is... Oops, draw on things. Okay, so the general store is over here.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, and so we'll just call this a reminder. It's over here.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. So who is going to Silver Disc Hall and who is not?
Sim is going.
I think Ro is going. I'm trying to remember why.
To learn new things. More information.
Yes. And to talk to Garmin about something.
Okay. So whoever's going to Silver Disc Hall, when you go there, it is very popular tonight. It's packed. A lot of people there for the free 100 gold certificate, and there are many more bouncers that are kind of like, and guards that are at the entrance, looking people over. Uh, they look barely one step up from thugs, you know, uh, pretty brawny, and even though they're wearing almost like a uniform, they're just these gray tops, um, black pants, and then there's just like a little lining of silver at their collar. Most of them, you can tell, they don't necessarily wash, or they haven't washed their uniform. They look very rumpled.
Ro does her best to look aesthetically pleasing.
Right inside the doorway, right past the guards, there's a table where people are turning in their certificates for essentially not coinage, but the equivalent of poker chip.
Sen will line up to get his poker chips.
Ro will follow Sen.
Oh, hello.
Good evening.
Wait, I forgot what character I am.
What is the purpose of this? She kind of just motions to the poker chips and everything.
It is to act as a currency for the game. Unless you mean the game itself.
Both.
I mean, it's just to relax and have a good time. For the proprietor, it's a way to generate a lot of business. For us, it's just the opportunity for, what's essentially free gold.
I see.
Are you good at cards?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Just do what I do and you'll be fine.
Oh, alright.
Don't do it.
Eris is like, it's a trap. So.
It's okay. Sin's read about cards before, so he's sure you'll be fine.
Oh god.
Ro is gonna shadow Sen.
Okay. So, looking around the room, there are less tables set up for meals versus games of chance. There seems to be dice games as well as card games.
Would you prefer cards or dice?
She seems to think a moment, kind of study things, and then she says, it appears the cards have more of a method to them.
You are correct. And that is the correct answer. Well done.
Can Eris see them?
Go ahead, roll perception. No. You are so enthralled with Sanville telling you stories of one of his more recent expeditions.
It's a world full of tall people.
Good luck.
Yeah, if Sin's able, Sin will find an open card table for himself and Ro to join.
Okay. Go ahead, roll a perception check. You find a spot that has 2 seats together.
Alright. She hasn't got any gold because she gave it all to Zag.
That's okay. The voucher gave us 100 gold worth of tokens, so.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
I'm hoping you have your voucher.
Yeah.
So, I guess. Do we see a place where we can cash out tokens?
Yeah, you see the standard place that is actually away from the entrance and away from the exit to the kitchen, so it is probably the furthest point from either of those, so that someone can't make off with money and run without there being a chance at them.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
It does. I suppose, if we want, we could technically cash in our 100 gold worth of chips right now. Where's the fun in that?
You could do that. Okay. So the place you sit down at is your choice. Would you like it to be blackjack or poker?
What kind of poker?
Why don't we just say a simple 5-card draw?
Okay, then blackjack.
Okay. Bring the cards back out.
Blackjack's probably simpler anyways.
I'm not sure that I can remember how to play blackjack. This is probably...
It's also called 21. Do you know how to play 21?
No. I've played blackjack before, maybe once. That was, years ago.
Okay, so basically, you're going to get 2 cards.
Let me turn one over. Hold on.
Okay.
You're going to get 2 cards, and you want to try to get them try to get cards as close to 21 as possible. Ace is 1 or 11. Face cards are 10. If you, the goal is to beat the dealer. We're not playing against each other. We're all playing against the dealer.
Okay.
So we want to beat the dealer
on the
by
thing
without going over 21. I'm sorry?
Oh, I put the one
I
on
see.
just because. All right.
Yeah.
So the dealer looks at you, Ro, to see if you would like another card.
You say hit if you want a card, and you say stay if you don't.
Hit. Thank you.
You say stay.
Stay.
Right. Then looks at Sen.
Is Joker a face card?
Oh, dang it. I have not looked through these cards. So, why don't we say yes for now?
Okay.
Then
Then yes, hit. Oh, do I draw myself? Oh, okay. I will stay.
Okay. Dealer's point. Actually, do I need to show first?
Yeah, dealer's cards show.
Alright, okay. Hit. And stay.
Okay. I had 20, so I tied.
Roll.
She's got an 8 and 2 6s.
Okay.
So you have 20 as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And I forgot to say, this table that you're in is a 50 buy-in, just so you know. Minimum bet.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Play another hand then?
Alright.
If it's a 50 gold buy-in, we're either going to win very fast or we're going to lose very fast.
Alright. Eris, would you like to roll another perception?
Sure.
Alright. This time you do see them.
Alright, do they seem like they're doing alright?
Do you want to do an insight?
Yeah.
They don't seem worried, right?
Rose's face is just wide-eyed, childlike wonder.
She's like, oh god.
There is another spot at the table. Probably
Yeah,
two more.
She is not gonna gamble tonight.
Did you turn in for chips or no? Just out of curiosity.
She did turn in for chips.
Okay. Alright. But you're not going to gamble?
No, she's gonna keep an eye on them. They seem like the wide-eyed wonder goes away.
Sin looks very confident, but his foot on the ground is tapping very quickly, nervously.
Alright. Alright, looks at you, Ro. I'm assuming you guys are at the 50 minimum.
She leans close to Sen. What am I supposed to say again if I need?
Hit.
Oh, hit! Stay.
Zen?
Hit. Stay.
So where'd it go? Alright. So the dealer busts and gives you each 50.
Ooh, 150. See? Isn't it fun? I've definitely done this tons of times.
Rose blinking and smiles. Ah, had I known it was this easy to make money, I would have come here long ago, when Zag was out and about.
So... stay and play some more?
I was thinking of doing it until Zarn was, or Zach was done feeding his kid.
Okay. No, I have no objection. Just...
Okay. I mean, if you guys are fine with it.
How much are you betting?
I'll bet 75.
I'll do the same.
Okay. Eris, the dealer, looks over at you to see if you're interested.
You're not going to play, Eris?
She sort of scratches her jaw. She's like, normally I just back people. She's like, I'll go one round.
That's the spirit.
Okay. And, what's your bet?
The regular buy-in is 50, right?
Yes.
Okay, she'll just do that.
Okay.
I'm trying to put him down, but he's kind of sick, so he's not very
Oh, I
happy.
can hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't feel like you have to stay at the gambling hall all night.
They want to make money.
Sin's developing an addiction, so.
Let's say, sounds like Sam's doing pretty good.
Oh, it's not good.
Okay. Bro?
Hit.
Oh, how do we look at our cards?
You just click them.
Okay.
Click the ones above your name.
Okay. What are face cards?
10.
Okay.
And ace is either a 1 or an 11.
Okay.
Looks at you again, Ro.
As she looks at Sen and says, "Is it alright to say hit more than once?"
You can say hit as many times as you want.
Oh, hit. Oh. Stay.
Then
Stay.
okay. And Eris.
Stay.
Alright.
Is that 21 exactly?
That is 21 exactly.
I lose 75.
I have an ace and a king.
Oh, yeah, it's
okay,
blackjack.
So you actually, yes. So, Eris, the dealer hands you over 75 gold
Okay.
for the blackjack. Ro?
She has 2 2s, a 3, and a 5. So.
Oh, you can actually go to 5, and that's called a 5-card Charlie. Oh.
Okay.
So wait, what do you have? You have 12?
Alright, 2, 4, math. Yes.
Yeah. You can hit as many times as you want, but if you get to 5, that's generally, it depends on where you're playing, I guess. But a 5-card Charlie is also considered an auto win.
Oh, really? Okay. So, 5 cards, then?
Well, you hit at 12, so you lost. Or you stayed at 12, so you lost. But for future reference.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Okay. Alright, keep track of your money.
Yeah, Sin bets 50.
Alright.
Okay, so we got 150 last time. Wait, hold on. I've not been keeping track. Where are we at, Sen?
What did you bet? Did you bet 75?
Yeah, same exact as you.
Then yeah, we're both at 75 now.
Wait, so if I bet 50 and I got 75,
Blackjack is
You're at
1.25. So you got more than your double.
okay.
How much would Eris like to bet?
She'll just do the same as she did earlier.
Okay, the 50.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. Dealer looks at you, Ro. Come on, Missy.
Hit. Stay.
Okay, Zen.
Are you playing where you have to hit 17, or if you reach 17, you stop?
As the dealer, 17 stop.
Okay, then hit. Hit. Stay.
Eris.
Hit. Stay.
Stay. Okay. All right. Dealer busts. Ooh.
So now we're at 175 again.
Except
Wins.
Eris at 225.
I had,
Oh, sorry. You didn't bust, right?
I had the same, I think, as the dealer.
Oh, so you did bust. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. So, Eris, you are down to 125, I believe.
Yeah, all three of us are at 125 now.
I don't know.
Right? You still haven't heard from Zach, right?
I will bet 50 for the record.
Okay.
Same.
Eris, are you betting 50?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
All right. Ro?
Hit. Aww. Stay.
Okay. Then
Hit. Stay.
Eris.
Stay.
Okay. Dealer bust.
175 for everybody. Look at this rate, we can buy a new house and magic weapons.
So, what does that have as a total rank?
You're 175.
Just 175.
Yes, and Sin will bet 75.
We're a little bit the same.
Eris will bet 50.
Ro?
Ooh, stay. I think.
Then
Hit. Stay.
Eris.
Hit. And stay.
Ro?
She lays out a 10 and a 7.
I have blackjack.
Okay. But not natural, so.
No.
Okay. Meaning. Same
Yeah, I don't get the 1.25, yeah.
Eris?
I have a jack, a 2, and an 8. So 20.
Oh, so you win.
Nice.
Alright. You guys are keeping track of your winnings, right?
Ish.
Yeah.
I'm at
like-
250, Rose at 100, and Eris is at 200.
Yeah, I got 50. I had 175.
Oh, so you're at 225.
Okay.
Yes.
The real reason you
Oh,
don't
how much are you
gamble
betting?
too many numbers.
Sorry, before looking, how much are you betting?
I will bet 125.
Oh god.
This is how you make money.
It is.
Eris just sort of looks at him like, why?
Ro will bet 50 again.
Eris will bet 50.
Alright. Row?
Hit. Hit. Stay.
Then.
Hit. 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 Okay, I have a 5-card Charlie. Which is it 5 to 1? For payout?
You know, where I come from, I've never heard of it before.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's not a thing here, that's fine.
Um,
Because it's not standard. But I'll be staying because I have a 5-card Charlie.
I'm seeing what the payout is in Vegas, because usually...
I don't know if Vegas plays by 5-card Charlie. I guess it depends on the casino.
Yeah, they're talking about they moved it to a 7-card Charlie.
Yeah, because the odds are way worse for a 7-card than a 5-card.
Yeah. It goes down to 0.01%.
Yeah,
7-card versus 1.46%.
yeah.
We'll call it an automatic win.
Okay.
But looking at Garmin, he would not pay a 5-card Charlie.
Yeah, he wouldn't do a 5 to 1 payout. That makes sense. Okay.
Okay, Eris?
Hit. And stay.
I don't know why that top card flipped, but really have a quicker way to do that.
God, are you going to get a 5-card Charlie too? Ooh. That's a
Okay.
bust.
Yep. Alright. So as long as you guys are under 22, you win.
I had 22 exactly.
Alright. So Eris doesn't win, but Zen and Road.
Right, so that's down 50.
And that's up. Let me see.
You are up whatever you bet.
Okay, up 50.
I am at 400 now, so I will be betting 200.
You do notice you're starting to draw a crowd, just FYI.
Great. I'm
Oh
gonna get
god.
bounced.
Ro kind of starts looking around and leans closer to Sen. What does the crowd mean?
I'm the hero, Ro.
Oh.
Alright.
She doesn't look convinced.
Just don't let them know you're nervous.
Alright. So you guys put down your bet.
Ooh.
Well,
What does a cane?
It's 10.
10? Okay. Stay.
okay. Set.
Hit. Stay.
Eris.
Hit. Stay.
Okay. Now. Dealers. Alright. 19. 19 push, 20.
I have 21.
Okay.
No, I bust.
Okay.
I have 17.
Alright. As the dealer, I need a perception from people. As the dealer gives over the winnings.
I have 600 now.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
Alright.
We are hyper aware right now.
You notice that some of the bouncers start getting closer, and actually, Garen comes over to your table. Says, "Oh, the lucky ones! Hey, I think you should be leaving some of those winnings for some of the other people around here."
I was just thinking it's about time to leave. We have a long day ahead of us after all.
And, yeah. He says, "Well, you can turn in your winnings over there in that booth, and just so you don't get bothered by anyone, I'll have some of my men escort you out."
Insight.
Yeah, Eris is gonna reach over to Sin and grab his arm, and she's gonna lean over and say, "We need to play one more game, and you're going to lose."
Why? I'm doing so well.
You might, I don't know, we'll let Sen decide if you need to persuade him at all on that one.
I mean, do I gather anything from my insight?
So, you look like, you look around and you can tell that Garmin's not too upset yet, with the keyword being yet at this time, but you do think that in some ways Eris is right that if you win again, some of his enforcers might be giving you a close-up of their skills.
Okay. Does it look like I'm gonna get jumped if I cash out now? Like, if I leave with my winnings, are they going to follow me out and try to, like, take it back?
Looking around, no, you don't think that Garmin's gotten to the stage where he's actually too worried about the winnings, but that he does not want you to continue on.
Okay, then, yeah, Sen will look at Eris and say, why don't I just cash out and we'll just leave?
Ro Ro throws down her cards. I was just starting to get used to this game.
It's okay. We can. I think. Wait. Does Sin know that Zag has a card deck? Did he see that?
He probably did if Zag used the card box to carry him. Oh wait, no, he didn't.
Then he changed what he was using, if I remember.
Well, Zag was practically rifling through his bag trying to find something, so I don't know.
That's true. He's probably like dumping things out on the ground.
I could use this. I could use this. Oh no, I'll use this.
Well, maybe if we take a break tomorrow, we can play a little bit if you'd like, Ro. But for now, I think I need to be leaving.
Oh, of course, certainly. She stands up.
You can stay if you want. I think it's only me that really needs to leave.
Ro, how much money do you have right now?
Let me see. I didn't win anything back from that, correct?
No.
Okay, so then I would just be at 100 gold, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, you can tell none of the looks are at you right now. What about you, Eris?
I have 125.
Yeah, they're not worried about you.
Well, I will see you two tomorrow. Sin kind of uses his tunic to make like a hamper and scoops all his chips into it and carries it over.
All right. Yeah, you're not given any trouble for cashing out. In fact, Garmin kind of says, "Oh, good fortune. See everyone? A winner. We have a winner. A smart person who knows when to leave the table."
Sin kind of chuckles nervously.
Ro goes ahead and cashes out, and
You could play more.
she'll go ahead cash out. She's gonna walk with Sen home.
Okay. Eris?
Eris will play one more round.
Okay.
She gambles when she's stressed, which is never a good thing.
That's awful.
How much are you betting?
50. She's not that stressed.
Do it.
Oh, am I meant to have one card?
Oh, no. Hold on. For some reason. Let me recall everything. Dang. Am I... Oh, at least print. Oh, okay. All right. Looks to you, Eris.
I'll stay.
Okay. Okay. 19.
I had 17.
So the dealer takes your money again.
So sad.
How much?
50.
takes your money.
Ooh.
Unless you have, do you have 21?
I have 20.
Well,
It's
How
probably
much money
good
do
that
you
I
have
stopped playing when I did.
So what? She bet 50 again. So she has 25. She doesn't have enough to go in unless she wants to go in on her own money.
right?
So she'll close out the night.
Okay. I was going to see if Eris would go in on her own money.
No.
Or
Until you
take.
dig yourself into a hole.
Well, the good news is you came out 25 on top.
Should have stopped while I was ahead.
That is always the story of casinos.
Right?
Yep.
Those are always the words that are spoken.
Oh, man. Just send, make it home safely.
Yeah, Sen does make it. The guards, that's in quote, just walk you to the door. And that's it.
Sin looks very, very nervous the entire walk home.
Yeah.
Marginally reassured by Rose's presence.
Yeah. Jumping at every shadow or whatever. Okay, I think we're still missing Zag, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So, anything else for the evening? Because otherwise in the morning,
Nope. I think just Ro would just be going back to the shop and cleaning. Oh, she does have. I don't know if she ever cracked that thing that this steel sphere that she was trying to open.
the answer is yes, tonight. Let's see, you guys are now 3, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Tonight in quotes. Because I remember. Yeah, I will get you the result.
Alright.
It actually has to do with a little bit with your domain.
Okay.
Which domain did you choose?
She is actually looking metal mystery.
Okay. Yeah, there's going to be a slight adjustment, but not bad.
Okay.
Okay. We'll do part later. So, in the morning you head on... sorry, Eris, did you have anything else for the evening?
No, that would have been all.
Okay. Yeah, you go home thinking about all the gold that was in your hand. They were chips anyway.
Sin brags to Vel about how cool-headed and amazing he was.
Oh boy.
Val says, it's a good thing we have Daisy. She'll help protect the house. Because you don't want to get on the bad side of the silver disc. I heard Garmin's got ties in with the Thieves Guild.
Oh? Really?
Yes. Don't you listen when Connor's talking to you? He is your mentor.
I listen when it's, important to listen.
Not the Thieves Guild stuff, huh?
I'm not in the Thieves Guild. Thieves Guild doesn't do magic. Why would I care?
Well, just be careful. Don't go back there anytime soon.
Oh, I won't.
Where are we going?
Ro first thing does want to go try to find a great sword.
You just couldn't stand it, could you?
I couldn't. Hopeless addict.
The mace just isn't cutting it for you.
Yeah. How many sessions before you had to give in?
Yep. Somebody send help. I need a 12-step program for martial weapons.
Okay. So you head on over to the garrison and armory.
Did you guys make a bunch of money?
No.
Nope.
Send.
Oh.
I was asked to leave.
He made the limit of the amount of money that he could make.
Before I got jumped. Before I would get jumped, that is to say.
I guess Zag would have just got his money and left.
Okay. So yeah.
I just don't want to do a whole another gambling session since you guys did it. And
Sorry.
Hey,
No.
maybe you can piss them off too.
he was just not happy about
No.
going back to bed because he's like all stuffed up and
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Poor thing. You could do an all or nothing, or however much you want to gamble if you want for a one-handed blackjack.
sure I'll do it all or nothing. Why not? I feel lucky.
Are you familiar with blackjack?
The way the tribes play it, yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure what that means.
Oh, I go gamble at on the because you can only do it on the reservation around here, so I go to the red.
Okay.
I thought you were referring to like, the Indian casinos.
Yeah. Well, all the tribes in this area are the only ones who can do casinos. So
Okay. So you go down. You go to the same chair Sen was in.
It's a good chair. 10 out of 10.
Terrible chair.
if I had more time, I would have done like roulette or maybe some dice.
They have dice.
We do have dice.
Okay.
You want dice?
And I thought I heard earlier, were they saying something about like being just like run-of-the-mill thugs, like not very bright?
Not the dealers, the bouncers.
The bouncers, but the dealers appear bright. Okay, before I go in there, I'm going to cast disguise on myself.
Okay.
Oh my god, here we go.
And I'm gonna. I'm not. Are there any other gnomes around town other than Eris that I
Yeah,
know?
there are a few, yeah, because
Okay.
there are tinkerers.
I'll turn into one of them.
You're terrible.
Oh my god. What are you gonna do if they're also here?
Oh. Well, if they're not here, then I'll turn into one of them.
You can just be known
Okay.
from out of town.
Why don't you do a perception check to see who's here in the place? See if you-
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, guys.
So there's about 5 gnomes that you know. Well, let's make this even. 6 gnomes that you know. Okay. give me a number of 1 through 6. Okay. So you think down the number of gnomes you know, and you choose one of them. Okay. And with that perception check, I'd say you're at about 50%. So I'm going to roll 3 times, and if I don't hit a 4, you won't duplicate. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a pretty good odd.
2, 3. All right.
Nice.
All right. So I look like that gnome. That
Yeah.
gnome, gnome body.
Yeah.
And so you said dice, right?
There is dice.
Okay. Hold on a second. Okay. So going to
Yeah.
and turn it invisible. I don't know if you heard that part.
Oh no, I didn't. So you turned invisible?
No, mage hand. My mage hand is invisible.
Okay.
Okay.
Why?
So I'm going to go sit down by the dice table. And when they roll, I'm going to try to move the dice with the hand. To like,
Yeah.
push it.
Yeah. No. All right. Let's. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will give you, essentially with Mage Hand, I'm going to give you an advantage on your roll.
Okay.
But I will also need a sleight of hand to see if it's noted. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
All right. So you sit down. The dice game that you're on, go to is let's see. Right. The dice game is straight from whatever the critical roles thing is. Avandra's favor. All right, 15 gold buy-in, and you roll 2d6. If you get a 7 or a 12, you win.
Okay.
And you are able to double the bet to add 1 more d6 to it. So in other words, let's say you don't get a 7 or a 12, you can double your bet to add another d6.
To get 7 or 12.
Yes.
Oh,
So
that's interesting.
go ahead, okay, but you get to roll at advantage, so you get to roll that again. Okay, so now you have the option to double your bet by adding another 1d6 to that.
Okay. Well, I'm doing it.
Okay.
Ooh,
All right.
nice.
There it is. 12.
Okay. So they give you 200 gold. I mean, well,
Do you want me to roll
100
something?
gold back. 100 gold, so you've got 200 now.
All right.
Okay, now roll a sleight of hand.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Are you playing again?
No, I'm going to take my 200 gold and leave.
Okay. All
He
right.
is different from Zarn.
Yeah, if it was Zarn, I'd just keep playing.
All right. So Zag, not Zag, Fordice, or Fordice, leaves with his winnings.
Wait, my name is Zag.
But you don't look
I know,
like
but
Zag.
you don't look
Oh,
like that.
that's right.
You forgot.
I did forget. Alright, once I get like a few blocks away, I'll drop my illusion.
Alright.
First thing in the morning of Senkan, he will go to the woman who sells health potions, and he'll buy as many as he can with his gold.
Okay. So, yeah, you go to just the Tempting Tonics with Justine. Yeah, hers is still open. She hasn't gone anywhere. And she does have some health potions.
And I'm gonna go with
Just 2.
Row to get
Right.
great.
So, Ro, you head over to the Garrison and Armory. They do have quite a few great swords available in various conditions. Ones that look almost pristine and with good balance are 50 gold. Some others that don't look so good but still very serviceable are about 30 to 40 gold, depending on how many dents and things they have in them.
Okay. She's going to pick out a very, very nice one that looks very good, like it can take a good beating. Something with a lot of personality to it. But not too much personality. So, but yeah, she'll be...
Okay, go ahead, roll a investigation check.
Oh boy. Okay.
Can I assist her?
Sure.
Nice.
All right. Looking around roads, you're looking at some that's out. One that seems to have gotten behind the pole arms, and that one looks to be a pretty nice one.
Row, right here. This one.
Oh. Alright. She'll test.
It has a long scratch along it, but it's the scratch is almost blue.
You're coming in a little like robot-y, Cindy.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. The great sword is in good shape, but it has kind of like a scratch or an etching along it that looks a little like lightning in blue.
That's cool.
That is cool. I like this one. I think I will take it.
Zag is looking for the finest craftsmanship they have available for dagger and short swords.
Okay. Go ahead, do an investigation check.
How much were those potions, Cindy?
They're 50 apiece.
Okay.
Okay. Ro, are you helping? Since
Yes. Yes, I'm gonna help him out.
all right. So looking around, Zag, you do find they have quite a few daggers and short swords, but they aren't necessarily the best. They look mostly like they've been through a lot of practices. But you do find a good, solid, well-made set. But they're, just solid. They're not anything that has much character. But the person there says, "Hey, I'll sell you the set for 10 gold."
Zag just sticks his nose in the air and walks away.
All right.
Wow. How much does Ro need to fork out for her new
45 gold.
45? Okay. She will do that gladly.
When he says 45, Zag comes back and is like, 45 gold for that. That thing's a piece of crap. Look at the scratch on it. You know, this is not that great a great sword. If that makes sense.
Oh, you're gonna make Rose sad.
Oh boy.
Yeah, she is.
She's so happy about it.
He kind of makes eye contact with Ro and like gives a wink with the eye that the shopkeeper can't see.
Oh, at that she kind of relaxes a little bit and looks back at the shopkeep. A completely innocent gaze.
And he saw, well, what are you proposing? I think it's well made.
It's probably worth like 25 gold, to be honest with you.
Okay. Go ahead, roll a persuasion.
I'm only +1 on this. Really? Oh!
Yeah.
It's probably 50 gold now.
Yeah. He says, obviously you don't know much about this type of gear. Nope, it's 45.
Ro takes a deep breath and just nods to Zag and says, "It's all right. I am willing to make the pay, or to pay that much."
Okay. I guess. Dude, yeah, it's more money to spend. Oh, did you win anything?
I did.
Oh, that's good. I won a little bit too.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to hear that. So did Sen. I had to walk him home. He won so much.
Oh, that's good. I cast my mage hand and turn it invisible, and poke Ro on the shoulder, like from behind, like somebody's behind her.
She looks.
That's all that happens.
That was odd.
Ro, you can roll an insight if you'd like. My guess is Zag plays these jokes a little bit.
She kind of looks back, like, at first, just a complete look of bewilderment on her face, and then there's the dawning, and then she looks back at Zag, and she has a -2 to charisma, but she does her best to lie and say, "That was odd. Thought I felt something on my shoulder."
Zag waggles his eyebrows like he's being fancy.
Okay, anything else you guys want to do before heading back? I'm assuming you're heading back.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else that, I mean, Sen went and bought potions. I was thinking about stealing some potions, but...
Are we meeting at the lake, or where are we meeting? I'll take silence as the lake when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking to Cindy.
No, it was to the group.
I
But
haven't seen where you're meeting.
when they get
Yeah,
there,
wait.
Sin will give both Zag and Eris a potion of healing. And say, here, use this when you need it.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Thank
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome, do not die.
That would be ill-advised.
Ro, I will get one for you as soon as they restock.
That's acceptable.
Pretty sure he has one.
Who?
Ro.
Yes.
Ro? Ro has a
What's
potion
a
of healing?
she?
Yeah, I
do?
gave her one last session.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. And that's perfect.
I also have other means of healing as well. Myself and others.
And if everyone can roll a d20, that'd be great.
Oh dear. That's not
I'm sure that's
honest.
good.
Who gets drowned today?
Oh, it's gonna be Sen.
No, it's just to see if you have a headache. You pretty much have to get a 1 to get a headache.
I guess so. If I didn't get one.
All right. So you guys are at the
Zag.
Reaping Pond.
Oh, sorry. Zag casts Mage Hand and turns it invisible and smacks Sen in the back of the head.
Gib
Does
slap.
he have a headache?
I'm sorry. My dog was distracting me. What happened?
Oh, I used my invisible Mage Hand to smack you in the head. Do you have a headache?
Do you say that immediately after you smack me in the head with your mage hand?
No, I don't say that. I just was curious. Your inner
Do
thoughts.
you, when you cast mage hand, do you do it without somatic components?
No, I'm pretty sure I have to. You just
Then I would know what you're doing.
Oh, well, you're right. But I'm new to this.
Okay. That Sid looks at you and says, I know that was you. I watched you cast it.
You get nothing.
Okay.
He does not respond.
Give a guy a potion of healing, gets smacked with a mage hand.
Well, you rolled a 2 on your headache thing, so I thought I'd try to help you.
So kind.
Ro kind of looks at Sen and says, "Do you like Zag better now that he can cast magic?"
My opinion of him has improved, yes.
Oh, good.
It's basically a parlor trick, but it's better than nothing.
Zag casts Charm Person. Charm Person on Sen.
Okay, what's the DC?
It's 13.
All right.
What is it,
So you
wisdom?
guys are going in tomorrow.
Oh, hey, it doesn't work.
You have advantage?
I am a half elf, yo.
Hello?
Okay, I thought you were.
Mostly I was just trying to do it as like vengeance for Zarn.
You need hold person.
Yeah,
Oh, it's hold person, not charm person. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I almost took hold person.
Alright,
No, that's too much power for any one person.
Okay.
old person is like Zach's worst nightmare.
Yeah. It's bad.
Alright,
Evil.
anyways, we're going back down. For real. Game face on.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just messing.
So, one thing you notice when you're here with Joram, when you meet Joram, Sandville's here as well. He kind of greets you guys. Goes, don't worry, I'm not going to interfere, but I thought I'd make it easier for you. I've set a line that it's easier to find the entrance of that cave. It's pretty gross in this Reaping Pond, but that should help. You might not even need, if you can hold your breath long enough, you might not even need to do water breathing.
Can I insight him?
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
So Eris, you can tell he's thinking he's being helpful.
Okay, so he's not, like, I know he doesn't generally do underhanded things, but he's not trying to edge in.
No, but he does seem like he would be very interested in helping you guys get stuff that he might get to look at,
Yeah.
but not take it for himself.
Okay, well, thank you. That was very thoughtful of you.
Yeah. Joram says, yeah, I think it might make things a lot easier. What's everyone's constitution?
Modifier or just the...
The modifier's fine.
I'm a +2.
I'm 0.
+2.
Sorry, Eris, what were you?
Oh, two.
2? Okay, so everyone but Zag would actually easily be able to get through the water without a problem. So water breathing would not be necessary. Zag, you would need to probably get help from someone who could hold their breath a little longer to help propel you along. My guess is Ro might be able to help.
That's the one I was going to request help from.
So, Storm says if you want to be completely sure, I can cast it. But with these guidelines, you won't necessarily have to rush back at 6 hours if you don't want.
That would be ideal. Thank you.
So, okay.
Sarville. Sandville, sorry.
Yeah.
Just make sure you don't go telling anyone around town that you've put these up. They're really useful, but you know how people get.
It is exceedingly dangerous down there.
Okay, yeah, no, I wouldn't tell anyone. And Eris, on your insight, you're not quite sure he's telling the truth on that part.
She sort of squints at him.
There's some really horrific creatures down there. We found a way through, but anyone else is sure to perish. So, I would recommend that you keep anyone from following us.
Alligator.
Indeed.
Yeah.
There have been a few halflings and a half-orc that have perished.
Sen tells the truth. He is the hero. You should know.
Sen nods. Yes.
Ro blinks like, wow, this whole town is really biting into this?
So, he go ahead, do a persuasion check. You guys someone can assist.
We'll take that one.
All right. He nods. Says, yeah, I'll keep it quiet.
All right then, shall we?
So it takes a little bit of time. You guys work your way back. If you could roll stealth and survival. Okay.
I'm going to re-roll my stealth.
Okay.
That's much better. Okay. That's one of my nanite surges for the day, by the way.
Okay. So, yes, you make your way through the underground and then through that large desert scape pretty smoothly. You do notice that some of the four-armed creatures have kind of regenerated, but you managed to avoid them. The skeletons are up.
Did we take that? Did we take that red mold to anybody? The stuff we scraped off the wall.
We can retcon it. We can say that you did. You took it to, Justine's would have been the person to go to. But I don't think Sen had it when he went to go buy.
No, Zag's the one who had it because he carved it off the wall.
If Sen asked for it, I would have given it to him if he was interested. I don't know if he'd be interested in that.
Yeah, I mean, he'd want to ask about it. I don't know if he... Oh, no, I guess before they split apart, yeah. So it's okay with you, Cindy, then Sen would have had it on him when he went to buy the potions.
Okay. Alright, so then you would have asked Justine while you were purchasing stuff. And she took a one look at it and said, no, I don't recognize this at all.
Okay. If I leave it here with you, could you, I don't know, do nature stuff with it to see if you can figure out what it does, or any of its properties?
Yeah, I can check my books and I can fiddle with it.
Okay, I'll drop by when we're done
Okay.
for the day. Thank you.
So yeah, you guys make your way in on that. couple of things on your way in. You did notice that as you went by the outer chambers, where you had seen the observatory deck, the doors were closed again, and you thought you heard, you guys were kind of quiet, you thought you heard motion behind them.
Which doors were closed?
Back the observatory deck where you killed Steve.
Oh, so he, even without his head? Huh. That's,
We peek? Do I still have his ashes?
Out of character, I'm pretty sure he's made of nanites.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay.
So, Eris, you have those ashes, but similar to the day before where it went from skull and arms to ashes to watered down ashes going to pretty much nothing, there's just barely a film on the inside of your pot.
What? Oh, I put them in a jar.
Oh, sorry. There's barely a film on the inside of the jar. I forgot to
She like pulls it out of her bag and she's like, "Why?" And she like shakes it at the rest of the party.
Why do you have an empty jar?
The thing turned to ashes and now it's gone.
You put the head and arms into that jar?
No. So it turned into ashes before I could sell it, and then I put it in the jar to keep an eye on it, and now it's gone.
Well,
That sounds like magic.
that's no magic I've heard of or studied.
Could Ro do some sort of... I mean, having dealt with nanites before, thus her hearing loss, could she do some sort of intelligence check or something?
Sure.
Would it just be straight intelligence or history?
Well, which would you prefer? History or intelligence?
Well, they're both the same, so... either one, I guess.
Okay. You have not seen nanites just disappear altogether, especially out of a glass jar, though depending on how well it was sealed, you could see that something might escape.
Would nanites count as constructs?
Yes.
Okay, Eris is gonna take a minute and she's gonna use her primeval awareness.
Okay.
This will be fun.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy, this could be fun.
Okay.
So that's yeah, so one uninterrupted minute of concentration, and you can sense whether any of your favorite enemies are present within 5 miles of you. This feature reveals which of your favorite enemies are present, their numbers, and the creature's general direction and distance in miles from you.
Okay.
If there are multiple groups of your favorite enemies within range, you learn this information for each group.
Blink, blink.
Okay.
Do you sense anything?
There's an overload somewhere. Basically, the entire town of Torch and everywhere we've been is a construct.
I'm a construct.
You're a construct. Everybody's
Yeah.
a construct.
You detect that Ro is a construct.
See, that's where the nanites really went. They got all of us.
I'm wondering. Huh.
Yeah, it's a little complicated.
How much nanite influence does the hero have? That's what I'm really curious about.
I don't know.
Zag has 0 nana.
Zag is 100% gnome.
Yeah,
Happy about it.
happy to be 3.5 feet tall. Or whatever the shortest is. I think it's 3 feet. You might be 3 feet tall.
Ro is like literally a giant. Because Sin's short for a human, and you're both gnomes.
Yeah, Eris, she's like standing there concentrating, and then she sort of opens her eyes and her head jerks over and she looks at Ro and Sin, and she just like, you know that math thinking face picture? She like holds up her hand and she stares at both of you and she's like, you know what? Never mind. And she's like, there are 2 really big ones over there, and she points at the area they haven't explored yet.
In the direction of the blood-stained door?
No. Just beyond. I mean, so Eris, it doesn't feel, to the left, it just feels forward something.
Okay, yeah.
So we're probably going to encounter these 2 large sources eventually.
That will be exciting.
Zag is ready to open this door if you guys are.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, let's get behind this desk over here. Okay, I'm ready.
Just, okay. Like that.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Oh, God.
Okay. Bloodstains mar the floor and walls of this hallway, while scorch marks and smears of ash on the walls evidence some sort of altercation having taken place in this area relatively recently. 4 tangled mounds of metal and other materials lie further up the hall, surrounded by strangely colored stain.
I will roll for traps.
Yeah, looking through here, you don't see any traps. You do see that these mangled pieces of metal look like they're not. Some of the outer parts, the exposed parts, are rusty, but the internal parts, you kind of picture them put together, do not seem rusty, as if they were just recently torn pieces. At the end of the hall, yes, you see 2 double doors, and sure.
I will check both of them for traps as well.
Okay.
And then I'll open the southern one first.
So, looking them over, you don't see any traps. And as you open the door, you see it leads into a general hallway.
Then I'll go check this one over here. open that as well.
You notice that all of these have pretty much the black key card that's needed. And opening this one, you see a sprawling chamber that contains many desks and tables and chairs, and they seem to be arrayed before a number of broken pieces of equipment and machinery. There are on a lot of the surfaces, there's like dried residue of liquid, and there are smashed containers, and there's this heavy stench in the air, and there's glass on the surfaces and the floor.
I'll check for anything useful. Oh.
Can Ro, investigate and find where the stench is coming from?
So it seems like a lot of the liquids here have either just recently just kind of, I'm not going to say molded, but spoiled. And Zag, as you enter the room, a ooze kind of comes up from a puddle from the ground.
That would explain the smell.
Oh no!
Just back up and close the door. They're too slow.
Okay, Zag, I am going to need initiative.
Okay.
Just Zag or everybody?
Actually, everyone, yes.
Oh, ignore the second roll.
17.
Yeah.
You guys are rolled a 16.
We're so proud.
Can I still be part of the party?
Nah.
The hero must lead from the rear.
That's
Exactly.
right. If this is blackjack, I would still hit.
I do that too.
Oh, it would actually depend on what the dealer has. Blackjack part's over.
Alright. So among Eris, Ro, and Zag, you guys can choose who gets to go first.
Where is the slime at?
Oh. Good help. You're in the right layer, right?
Well, I think as far as Dex order, it would be Zag, Eris, and then Ro. If you guys wanted to do that.
That's fine with me. I'm just going to try to hit this thing with booming blade. Do you want me to post that up there? Here, let's see.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's not very descriptive.
Yeah. But that's okay.
Oh. That's supposed to be like 1d8 if it moves under its own free will. Till the end of my turn or something. Anyway. Does 14 hit?
14 hit.
So just 6.
Okay.
And if it moves, it takes 1d8. And I am going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
15, 20, 25. Alright, and that's my turn.
Okay. A couple of things. You do notice that your short sword seems to be corroding.
Ooh, we should have bought some more after all.
No.
It's okay, I have a dagger.
So it is going to get a permanent -1 to damage rolls.
Oh, don't use your new sword.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe the mace.
Another thing is, I'll tell you that the doors would probably close automatically.
Oh, so I would be stuck inside by myself?
No, you could open the door. Oh, well, that would be nice. That's true. But usually the doors, I think, take a bit of time. Sometimes they don't open and close in 1 second. And who knows, if you went in, my guess is someone on the outside would kind of be holding the doors or...
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm good moving over there then.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I
Okay.
don't know. Eris, what would you like to do?
I will. So the doors are open?
The doors are currently open.
Okay, I'll shoot that one then with my crossbow.
Okay.
Da-na-na.
Okay. I did by chance. Haven't moved over my clothes. So, just FYI. Okay. Any movement?
No, I'll stay where I am. No, good. Okay, that'll be my turn for now.
Okay. Road.
Okay. She's gonna move here. And sorry, trying to read a spell. It's not cooperating. I don't want to use it anyway. Alright, so she'll just use her mace.
Okay. Because you don't like your mace?
Right, exactly. It's time for the mace to move on.
Okay. Alright. And you notice that your mace starts to corrode. So it will take a -1 to the damage. Excuse me.
Oh, that's what you're saying. So, -1 damage from my
Yeah, for the
short
next.
sword permanently.
Yes. Roll any movement?
Nope. This is as far as she goes.
Alright, Sam.
Okay. Seeing the enemy appear out of nowhere, Sin looks a little panicked as he realizes he forgot to cast his protective magic. He presses a hand to his chest and casts mage armor. And then he backs up 20 feet into his turn.
Okay. Alright. The ooze will strike it. And miss.
Miss.
For the purposes of this row, I'm going to tell you that you would be considered magical.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Okay.
That's good. It can't, like, erode you.
Yeah.
Right.
And then this one's going to move. And try to.
Perfect.
Awesome. You can get flanking. Alright. Zag.
I move. So I'm gonna go ahead, and since my short sword's already corroding, I'm just gonna whack that one that's right in front of me there.
Okay. Do you want to get flanking? No.
No, I'm gonna save that last 5 feet.
Okay.
So 12. Does 12 hit?
12 hit.
Okay. Oh, and I was doing booming blade on that one as well.
Okay.
Alright, so 8. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage. I'll just move back 5 feet.
Just so you know, you lose another -1.
Okay, so it's -2 now. So
Good.
that's actually not 8, that's 7.
Okay.
And then the next one will be 2.
Alright, Eris.
Right, she's gonna shoot the same one with her crossbow.
Okay. Hit.
Okay, and then she's gonna use Colossus Slayer for an extra D8 damage.
Okay. Colossus Slayer.
Ooh, very nice.
Okay.
That's a Hunter Conclave thing.
I think it's misnamed.
Yeah.
Okay, you kill it.
Woo!
Alright. Any movement?
No.
Okay,
That'll be
bro.
my turn.
Okay. Ro is going to use. She'll just go ahead and go with what she had planned. Word of Radiance. Wow. That was really, really underwhelming. So he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
So he takes a massive 1 radiant damage.
That is 1 more than 0.
Very true. Very true.
Which is what Sen got last round.
Sin. Sin is readying himself for the future.
Any movement?
Nah.
Okay. Sen, you're up.
Okay, now that he has his magical protections in place, he sees what he can see. He will aim at the... Can he see the upper ooze from where he is? Or does he have to move further down?
The
right there.
door's open. I'm going to say yes, you'll be able to see him.
Oh, okay, then I'll stay there. He will do the tried and true firebolt that I'm sure it's resistant to.
It is resistant.
Are you kidding me?
Sin mutters, he's like, this is what Master was talking
and
about.
fire.
He told me I'd do more than fire, but I thought fire burns everything.
Oh, that's good.
So it's going to hit you again, Ro. We'll try to.
Okay.
12, which misses.
Misses.
And then it is Zag's turn.
Well, I'm sure that Zag is noticing that his weapon is melting, but he's going to go ahead and whack it again.
Okay. Hit. Nice.
So I don't know if that works with that. I put the -2 in the item for the damage.
Oh, you already did? Perfect.
Yeah, because
Oh,
it
yeah,
rolled
I
a
see
7, so...
Then that kills it.
Alright. But it's now -3, right?
Yes. Unfortunately, yes.
Well, at least my dagger is still whole. I still have the potential to do more damage with my short sword.
Ro kind of looks over her mace, then looks over herself, and says, "Thankfully this time my weapon sustained more damage than I did."
Sin is still muttering himself in the hallway. He said, maybe cold magic? Maybe necrotic decay.
Is there anything in the oozes?
So looking at the oozes, they seem to be this conglomerate of different pieces of either skeletons or materials, both organic and inorganic, and also various textures, some oily and some kind of like creamy or milky. It's just a hodgepodge of stuff. It's almost as if all of the liquid here was kind of put in a big bowl together and then an electric shock, but like Frankenstein got it back up to life.
Bob from Monsters vs. Aliens.
So there's nothing useful inside of them?
Not in the oozes themselves. And, looking around the room if you want to investigate.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't look very thoroughly.
So, looking around the room, most of the containers and such that were in here have broken or shattered. Some seem to be glass, some seem to be clear plastic. You are able to find a few vials and jars that are empty and intact.
Oh, if nobody takes those Zag wants some jars.
Do they seem more airtight than the one she already has?
They do seem actually that they would be more airtight.
Okay, she'll ask for one.
Yeah, there's 3 of each.
Ooh. Okay, so she'll take 2.
You know, take 2 jars and I'll take 1 jar.
Okay, and then there's 3 vials.
And if nobody else wants vials, I'll just take the vials. You can never have too many vials.
Never know.
Ro doesn't seem interested in them.
I do have to go to bed though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially because my kiddo is gonna wake me up in like 3 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
My guess is sooner if he's got a cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a really good day the other day. He slept for 12 hours.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah, I put him to bed at like 8:30, and he'd wake up until like 9. And I was like, whoa.
Before quitting, you guys want to choose one more room, and I'll just open the door for you.
Sure. I'm gonna guess south is progression forward. Do we want to open east?
I was thinking south would be that room we just left.
The room we just left.
Oh, well,
Oh no, you're right. Maybe it does. Actually, I think you're right. It does circle back. That would make sense. You want to open it real quick just to check?
Yeah, we can open it just to check. I mean, it looked like maybe there were stairs back there, but
So this door to the south.
yeah.
So, all right. Looking in, this unlit circular room is empty, save for a panel of controls on the wall to the northwest. A coil of tubes dangling from the left side of the panel periodically flashes with sparks, while a single square window on the panel blinks with several lines of strange writing.
I was wrong.
We found the elevator.
Oh. What is an elevator? We found the Darth Vader.
Do you guys want to check out this eastern room real fast then, since this one's so small? Just to see what's in there?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Leave no door unopened.
Okay. That enough? Two circular metal tables and several chairs fill the bulk of this room. Metal cabinets sit against the walls, while to the north stands a large machine with glowing panels on its surface. The air in this room feels unusually warm.
Very interesting.
I bet there are things resistant to fire in there too.
What was that Coke machine in the corner?
If you guys just want to roll an investigation check. Couple of things. The glowing panels on glowing panels on the large machine are almost red hot when you get close to them. So they appear to be the source of warmth in this room. And then there is also in the cabinets a large collection of 120 small tubes of many different flavors and colors. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said flavors.
Yeah. Too late.
Eating it.
Okay. Just so you know, looking at it, you're pretty sure the language probably says something else, but what is spelled on it looks to say goo.
Goo.
Yeah. Tubes of goo.
Like
Oh,
good.
We had goo.
Yeah, does it look reminiscent of those packets that the gremlins? Were they gremlins? The gremlins had?
Yes, they do, but the colors seem like it. But these seem to be in a slightly different shape.
Well, once again, I had breakfast. Did you guys eat?
I always eat.
I always forget to eat. I only remember if Ro tells me.
That's okay. Val pretty much feeds me consistently, so I'm sure I'd forget if she didn't.
That's a good place to stop. And when you come back, you can always try flavors if you want.
Sounds good.
Alright, thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.